The word discipline gets pushed around a lot in personal growth and productivity, and oftentimes I hear it as this like to-do list, right? Drink the green smoothie, wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, go on a 5 mile run, finish the to-do list, jump in the cold plunge, go into the sauna, work 12-hour days, to do. But here's the thing. Discipline is not a bad thing. It's actually quite important. But what if you started making choices with discernment? So discipline versus discernment. I wrote this down because I was thinking about it during my postpartum. I have a 14-month-old son currently, and I was wondering, like, have I been disciplined? And I realized that I have in so many areas of my life. I go on a daily walk. However, oftentimes I don't have or choose not to have the capacity for everything or the time for everything. And so I've realized that knowing your responsibilities, your capacity, discerning what is most important to you in this season of life is so much more important than being disciplined just to check off a to-do list. Oh, I'm so disciplined. I wake up at 5 o'clock every single day. And so both can coexist and both are important, but I'm going to be talking about discernment in this video because I feel like with discipline, it feels like I have to push harder. I'm not being consistent. I'm quitting. I'm failing when I'm not consistent. Well, since I didn't do a daily workout for the whole month, then I have to start over now. And then you never start over. And it just feels like you're in this constant cycle of like shame and pushing harder or just not having that compassion for yourself. But discernment says to pause and listen. When I got pregnant, I really wanted to do this challenge called 75 Hard. And third time is a charm because I actually completed this round. I had done it once and twice before, and I always get to like day 40 or day 50 and then I never finish it. A few months before I got pregnant, I started it. And then the last month of 75 Hard, which is like this physical, spiritual, mental, emotional, like challenge, very physical. And I was very proud of myself for being disciplined. And then I wanted to continue it. I was like, what if I walk every single morning or go on a run and then I work out? And at that moment, I had to discern like what feels good to my body, especially in the second trimester where I felt a lot of energy, but I was also starting to get a little heavier. And I said, what if I just went on a daily walk and I worked out maybe 2 to 3 times a week? That felt right to me. So discernment is asking, do I actually have the capacity for this? Maybe with time. I know that there's so many women out there who work out and are athletes and are badasses or just choose to work out. For me, working out was swimming every single day and walking every single day when I was pregnant. So I just discerned what feels good to my body? What capacity do I have? Can I do 2 workouts every day? Maybe I can, but I don't want to, right? Sometimes it's not just capacity, it's choice. But it's a choice that aligns with the season of your life. So the second question is, does this align with my life right now? And third, is this a yes or am I forcing it because I think I should? Oh my God, I almost choked there. You caught that on camera, but I'm not starting this video over. For so long, being in the personal growth world before I became a coach, I was just obsessed with personal growth. Like in my 20s, my quote was like, branch out and let go of your fears. And it was like, become the best version of yourself. So I was always like going to personal growth events and reading personal growth books. And so I was very into it. I thought that I should do this because that's what someone in the personal growth world would do, especially being a coach. I was like, shouldn't I meditate every single day? Shouldn't I read self-help books? Shouldn't I drink green smoothies? Shouldn't I whatever, right? And for me, it was like, I don't need to force a 5-step morning routine. For me, I love waking up in the morning and making breakfast and cuddling with my son and my husband and journaling and just getting ready for the day and going on my walk. It's literally 4 steps, yes, but it's not this thing of okay, oh my God, I have to drink the green smoothie and I have to go in the sauna and or whatever, right? I know I'm kind of exaggerating, but You know, when you watch a productivity video, you're like, oh my God, it feels like it's like a 10-step morning routine. And so for me, I'm like, I don't have to do all these things. Like, I shouldn't, like, just because I have so many self-help books right here, just because somebody in, I don't know, this is a spiritual book, but you know, just because someone in a book told me that this is the 10 steps that I need to do every morning or every single day to be successful, doesn't mean I should do it. As a mom, before I commit to something, and if you're watching this video, you may not be a mom, but maybe you are working a 9-to-5 job, or maybe you're a caregiver to your parents or to someone, or maybe you just want to slow down, right? Check in with yourself before you commit to something that requires, yes, discipline, right? But that's where discernment comes in, where you're like, okay, so for example, I really wanted to post YouTube videos. I've been saying I want to start a YouTube channel, and yes, there was a part of my time from like 2020 when I stopped to now that I did pause intentionally, but then I kept saying I wanted to start a YouTube or like restart my YouTube channel, and then I didn't. Now, as like a mom, I definitely have to check in with myself before I commit, not like do the grind. But going back to the YouTube channel, like this time around, I was like, I really want to commit. Like, I really want to be disciplined and post on YouTube. However, I also have to check in with my family. Can I film videos at night when my baby's sleeping and then my husband takes care of that routine, right? So that I can film. And also when I ask myself, do I have capacity for this? If I do, I ask what fears show up. Like if I'm kind of like, okay, I have the time, I have the capacity, I checked in with myself, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this. Like this is what happened with YouTube. And then I realized, oh my God, I don't want to fail. Like what if I say that I'm going to post for 21 days or every week and then I fail? So there was this fear of failure showing up. And so maybe a fear that's showing up for you is like, I'm not going to have enough time, or I'm going to fail, or what if I have much like more stress because I'm trying to do all the things? It is important that you check in with yourself and that you discern, like, is this the right season? But if it is and you're still resisting it, then ask yourself what fear is showing up. And so discernment does not ignore the feelings, it lets you work through them. Versus I feel like discipline, people just push harder, right? They're like, I don't care if you're tired, I don't care if you're afraid, don't even sit with your emotions, move through it. And I'm talking about like the productivity aspect of things, because for so long I would push hard, and then when I would fail or wouldn't commit because I was in a very busy season of life, then I would be hard on myself. Versus now I feel like I am a pretty disciplined person, and I also have discernment. So there's that discernment versus discipline. So once you make the choice, I'm going to commit to something, after you discern, does it fit my priorities, my responsibilities, the season of life that I'm in, and you decide I'm going to be disciplined in this thing, what would it look like if I do this imperfectly? But honestly, that's discernment. So this season is not about pushing harder. It's about listening to your intuition, trusting yourself, and saying yes to what's going to bring you closer to your goals. Discipline versus discernment. I'm curious to know if this hit. That feels so Gen Z. Are they the ones who say that hit? Let me know if this landed. And I'd love to know how you are going to move with discernment in your choices moving forward.